Lovelies, welcome back to my channel and I hope you all are doing well. If you're new here, you're most welcome to Tasty City. In today's video, I share how to make this delicious egusi soup. So please stay tuned and I'll show you how to make this in a bit. Let's get started. For this recipe, I'll be using some assorted meats, and in here I've got some beef, some cow tripe and cow skin, but however, feel free to use any protein you prefer. These are the rest of our ingredients, and in here I've got some egusi, that's melon seeds. You can use more or less depending on the quantity of soup you're making. In here I've got 2.5 cups. Next here I have some cod stockfish and also some dried smoked catfish. For vegetable, I'll be using a combination of bitter leaf and spinach, but you don't have to combine the both vegetables. You can use any vegetable of your choice. Next on my list here is some crayfish and okpe. You can also use locust beans in place of okpe. Some red bell peppers and onions, as well as some habanero peppers. And for the habanero peppers, you can add as little or as many as you like. Red palm oil, seasoning cubes, and some salt to taste. To begin, I'll start by steaming the protein. So to that, I'll go ahead and add my nicely washed stockfish. Add in some chopped or diced onion, some stock powder or seasoning cubes. You may use any seasoning you prefer. Here I'm using beef seasoning, and I'll also add in some salt to taste. Next, go ahead and give it a good stir. Once you're done, cover up the pot and allow the meat to cook on a medium-low heat for about 10 minutes. After seasoning your meat, please do not add water at this stage. Like I said, just go ahead and stir the pot, cover and allow the meat to cook in its own juice for at least 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes later, so at this stage, I'll add some water, give it a quick stir, cover and allow the meat to continue cooking on a medium heat for additional 10 or 15 more minutes. Alright lovely, so back to our pot of proteins. At this stage, I'll be taking out the beef and cow skin. I'll be sending those two to grill in the oven, and this step is totally optional, okay? If you don't mind eating fresh meat, just skip this step. Like I said, it is totally optional, okay? I don't mind fresh meat, okay? So my hobby is the reason for all this grilling of meat, okay? But if you're someone as well that don't like fresh meat, maybe you love to grill but you don't have an oven, you can also fry your meat, okay? All right, and I'll also take out the stockfish as well so that I'll be able to debone it and, you know, just get rid of that bone in the middle. But if you like your stockfish whole, just the way it is, skip this step entirely. Alright, so moving over to the next stage, I have blended my egusi and onion, and I usually blend them separately so as to control the liquid content in the egusi. So I've just poured in the blended onion. I'm going to go ahead and mix these two together to form a thick paste. So while mixing the egusi, if you found out that the egusi is too crumbly, that means you need to add a little bit more of water, but mine is just perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and mix, and once I'm done, I'll set this aside until I am ready to use it. And this right here is the perfect consistency that I am going for. So next, in a clean dry pot, go ahead and pour in your palm oil and then allow the oil to heat up. Once the oil heats up, add in your chopped onion and saute for about 2 minutes. And once I begin to perceive the aroma of the onion, I'll go ahead and pour in my pepper mix and allow to fry on a medium heat for about 12 or 15 minutes thereabouts. Alright, so our pepper sauce have been frying now for a while. So next, I'll go ahead and scoop in the egusi paste that we mixed earlier in bits. And then I'll cover up the pot and allow to cook on a medium heat. Please be sure to keep your flame on a medium heat to prevent the pot from burning. And it's been cooking now for about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to open up the pot and I'll begin to fry this until the egusi is well fried. It should take about 10 minutes thereabouts. So at this stage, the egusi is well fried. So I'm going to go ahead now and pour in the meat stock and the cooked cow tripe. I'll also add the grilled beef at this time, as well as the cooked and deboned stockfish. Next goes in my washed and deboned dried catfish. And then lastly, I'm adding my blended crayfish and okpe. And once I have everything in, I'll go ahead and give it a good stir. And at this stage, you can taste for seasoning and adjust if needed. You can also adjust the consistency of the soup. If you like yours a bit more watery, then you can add more water. But for me, I think the meat stock is just perfect. So I won't be adding more liquid. Alright, so once you're happy with the taste and the consistency of the soup, go ahead and cover the pot and allow it to cook for about 10 minutes on a medium heat. And it's been 10 minutes later. At this stage, I'll go ahead and just give it a quick stir and then add in my bitter leaf, give it another stir and add in my spinach. Like I said earlier, you don't need to combine the both vegetables. You can use only bitter leaf or spinach or pumpkin leaves if that's what you have. So I've just added in my bitter leaf. I'll give it a good stir and then finish up by adding my spinach. My bitter leaf was freshly washed, so hence I added it at this last stage. But however, if yours is dried, then please be sure to add it a bit more earlier than this, okay? And also be sure to taste the bitter leaf just to know the level of the bitterness in it, okay? If it is too bitter, then you know you need to wash the bitter leaf before adding it to the soup. So I've just added in the spinach. I'll give it one more final stir and our egusi soup will be ready. You can pair this soup with any swallow of your choice. So thank you also so much for watching. And if you like this video, please go ahead and click the like button. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, remain blessed and bye for now.